Hi everyone. I thought I'd share my 3D lipo with you, my story of what I'm having and why I'm having it, because I think it's actually quite an important issue for a lot of women out there. I'm now in my 30s. I'm not telling you the exact age, but basically with my first child, I had Fleur over 6.5 years ago, and pretty much my body's quite good like that. I do eat healthily, I do exercise, I had a natural birth, and within months I was back to normal, and my stomach had retracted as well. It had really gone back to normal. However, this time round, obviously 6 years later, I've had my gorgeous son Rocco, who's now a year old, and I had him by C-section. I'm not sure if that makes any difference or not, but basically, obviously, I'm 6 years older. So that's the first thing. And I do eat healthy and I do exercise as much as I can do when you've got a baby and you're juggling work. But I put on 4 stone this time round, and I pretty much lost the first 3.5 stone within, I thought this time I'm not rushing it, I'm not putting myself under pressure, even though I do work in an industry where fashion is very intense, it's about image. I thought, no, even though I'm back to work straight away, I'm not going to put myself under pressure. So within about 5 or 6 months, I'd lost about 3.5 stone. The last half stone, I think, is just, it's not going to shift. It's basically my body shape has changed, and I've just got to embrace that and love it because I have my gorgeous little boy. But the thing that I was struggling with was really this, on my stomach, it's kind of like a tiny little pouch, and whatever I was doing, running, doing my yoga, doing my squats, eating well, I just couldn't shift it. And more I was getting a bit conscious, thinking it's coming up to the summer, I really need to lose this. I'm trying so hard with everything else, but it's just not moving. And also around my belly button, it kind of had like a semi sort of spider effect. It wasn't just flush flat, which I had before, and I'd worked really hard to get before I fell pregnant with Rocco. So I decided to basically start a journey of this 3D lipo. I've been going to see a doctor, Dr. Shirin at Elite Aesthetics over in Kent, who has been doing an amazing job. And yeah, basically the reason why I started this 3D lipo was because I tried the healthy eating. I do that day by day. That's a lifestyle choice. I run, I exercise, and I just couldn't get rid of my little pouch. So with the 3D lipo, we've been working on tightening and fat busting. So it's both. It's not just fat busting. Dr. Shirin's actually working on tightening that skin. So we're slowly, gradually losing that kind of spider effect around my belly button, which makes me so conscious, because last summer after I'd had Rocco, when we were on holiday, and I'm normally feel quite confident because I work really hard at keeping myself in shape and stuff, I did feel really conscious, and I'm a bit of a selfie queen, and yeah, that I definitely wasn't taking any body selfies last year, that's for sure. So fingers crossed with this 3D lipo. I'm already starting to notice the difference, and I'm on about my 3rd treatment. I'm going to have about 6 to 8 depending on how responsive I am. Everybody's body is totally different, and from there, fingers crossed, I am going to be beach ready for the summer, and I can't wait. It is a really funny sensation when you're having the treatment. It's really not painful in any way. It's either, depending on the settings that Dr. Shirin does, it's either hot or cold, and it's just got a funny buzzy noise. So no pain whatsoever, which is great because I would not want to go down the route of having liposuction. I want to try and do everything as naturally as possible. So no pain, but honestly, putting the time in to having the treatments to potentially feel comfortable and feel confident again is so worth it. It's such a basically painful thing feeling subconscious about something. And I've been, you know, at London Fashion Week, and I'll be sitting there wearing pieces that are slightly starting to show, like semi-cropped, slightly starting to show my belly. And I'm just so subconscious. I'm so pulling my stomach in, feeling really nervous, knowing that photographers are taking pictures, and it could end up anywhere. So to just try and get that confidence back is going to have such an effect on my overall self-being. You know what it's like when you're just not comfortable with one thing. Instead of being positive about all the good things, you own in on the thing that you're stressed about and that you're feeling insecure about. And my stomach has made me feel so insecure, and just slowly, gradually seeing it tighten and tighten. Oh my goodness, fingers crossed, by the summer I will be beach body ready for me. And what I'm happy with is me. I've put on that extra bit of weight, but I don't care because I've got a gorgeous body to show for it. So we're busting the fat and we're tightening the skin, and you will see my results at the end of it. Thanks for sharing this journey with me.